Revered Swamiji and friends, I am indeed very much honored to be amidst you all today and to speak about this subject, spiritual life and the first steps. The first question is, what is spiritual life? Spiritual life is centered, a life centered in God. Actually, when we live and have our being in the divine, when the divine enters into our thoughts, our actions, our emotions, our aspirations and our desires, we are actually merged in the divine. That is a spiritual life. Spiritual life is a conscious life, aspiring to rise higher and higher consciousness. There there is the distinction between the spiritual life and the moral or the ethical life. In the spiritual life, what happens? One becomes almost disgusted, you can say, that he wants to know the one real behind all these unreal, transitory things. He feels a void in his heart, a desire to know the truth. So it is a conscious life. Now you may question, what is the need of a spiritual life? Everything in this universe, every moment, every motion is in circles, isn't it? So we live in Him. We have come from Him, we live in Him and we go back to Him. We have come from the divine. The Hindu scriptures has addressed us as what? Amritasya putraha. We are the children of immortality. That is our origin. That is our swarupa. We have come from Him. We live in Him. And we must go back to Him. Then only the fulfillment of the human life. So this desire to achieve the highest fulfillment, it is there in each and every one of us. One day or other, in one birth or even after many births, man feels that everything is only a void. We must go beyond these things, beyond these changing things. We must attain that which is beyond these changes, beyond this decay and destruction. So the desire is always, this eternal desire, it is there always. Maybe the travelers on this path are very few. In the Bhagavad Gita, it has been declared as what? Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatanapi siddhanam kaschin mam vetti tattvataha. Out of thousands, few only strive for this life to attain the truth. Even amongst them, very few actually attains the highest. So, though it is only for the few, that is the truth, this attainment of the truth. For that, the first and the foremost step is to go to a guru, go to a teacher. Who is a teacher? A teacher is the one who has travelled in this path, path of light, path of truth. He is travelling, he has gone forward. The Shastras declare, Shrotriyaha Abrajinaha. That means, one who is well versed in the scriptures, who is bereft of all the desires, who has got only one desire, the welfare of the disciple. So, reaching the Guru is very essential, because some may think, what is the use of a teacher? There are so many books. We can read in the books, we can get instruction. No. For every activities in the world, you need a teacher. Swami Brahmanandaji, the first president of Ramakrishna Mountain Mission, the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, he has declared that, even to steal, the stealing, for that you need a teacher. So every activity, it needs apprenticeship. You need guidance. More so in the spiritual life. It is completely unknown. The region is completely unknown. So to travel you need guidance, you need directions. He who has travelled, he who is travelling, he who knows the path, he alone can guide us. So the enlightened one, he alone can kindle in us the light. He has that light, that jnanam, that knowledge. So he can impart that to us. How does he impart? Through a word, through a mantra it is called. Don't think this mantra is just a human arbitrary words composed by the Guru, not at all. It is full of chaitanya, full of consciousness, full of power, full of spiritual energy, which he has inherited from his Gurus. So through that mantra, he actually kindles the spiritual fire in us, the spiritual light in us. So he removes the darkness. He makes us understand our real nature. In the Upanishads we hear, the Guru says, Shveta Ketu, Tattvamasi, Tattvam Asi. This one word, it is so full of significance. Thou art that. Tattvam Asi. You are not this. You are not the body which perishes. You are not the mind which has limitations. You are that Atman. So the human life, you see, it has got 3 dimensions. The first is the physical, the second the mental, and the final one the spiritual. Just because you take up to spiritual life, you are not supposed to neglect the body, not at all. The Hindu scriptures declare, Sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. Through the body alone you will attain the highest. The scriptures again says, Nayam atma balahinena labhya. This Atman, the spirit, cannot be attained through a weakling. So physical fitness is most essential. This body is a temple of God. He resides in the hearts of our hearts. He is the soul of our soul. Bhagavat says, this body is tasya nivasaha. It is his home. Even in Bhagavad Gita we read that, Navadvare pure dehi So this is a Pura, this is a city in which he lives. Purushaha, that Supreme Being, resides in this body. So enough care, enough attention should be paid to the body first. You all know, if you have some pain in the body, if you are sick, it is not possible to sit and meditate. The mind goes to the body. That doesn't mean that you pamper the body, but the body should be just sound, a sound mind in a sound body, as the saying goes. So that much of physical fitness, and then the mental strength, the mental body. So sufficiently the mind should be given this through the studies of scriptures, through this Shravana, Manana, hearing about the scriptures, thinking about it again and again. So the mind should become strong, bold enough to take up this spiritual journey. To take up to a spiritual life means it is an adventure. Adventure in the unknown regions. It needs not only a strong body, it needs a very strong mental body also. The mind should become very strong, because spiritual life is seldom smooth. Spiritual life very rarely moves in straight lines. So it needs tremendous capacity, tremendous courage, tremendous perseverance, tremendous patience. So the mental strength, how the mental strength is acquired? Through the study of scriptures, through the practice of spiritual practices, etc. Now, to attain the highest, the scriptures have prescribed certain principles. Especially Patanjali, the great yogi, he has actually compiled this, is called as Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Yoga means union with the divine. How to become united with the one Supreme Being? He has given us certain rules and regulations which are very essential. Each and every spiritual seeker should follow. These are all the preliminary rules only. For example, he says this yoga has got 8-fold fundamental principles. They are yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. What is yama? Yama is internal purity, and niyama is external purity. The first and foremost principle that is needed in spiritual life is purity. Purity of the body, purity of the mind. So this purity is very essential.